Hi, welcome to this video on conversion. To begin with our discussion, let us define conversion. Conversion is a process whereby from a given proposition called the converted, we derive a proposition called the converse, whose subject is the original predicate and whose predicate is the original subject. To put it simply, to convert is to interchange the subject and the predicate terms of the proposition. There are three rules of conversion. Rule number 1, interchange the subject and the predicate term. For example, no man is an immortal being. In this proposition, you have the term man as the subject and the term immortal as the predicate term. This is our converted. In our converse, we must interchange these two terms. That's why we have converse, no immortal being is a man. Rule number 2, retain the quality of the copula. If the converted is negative, the converse must be negative. If it is positive, the converse is positive. For example, every Christian is a believer of Jesus Christ. This proposition is an affirmative or positive proposition. So in our converse, it should be retained. That's why we have the converse proposition, some believers of Jesus Christ is a Christian, whose quality of the copula is retained. Rule number 3, do not overextend any term. This means that no term which is only particular in the converted may be universal in the converse. For example, every Christian is a believer of Jesus Christ. So we have a subject term Christian that is universal and the predicate term particular. In our converse, we must make it sure that these terms are particular so as not to overextend them. So we have believers, particular, and Christian, particular. The simple conversion of E and I proposition. An E proposition converts simply to an E proposition. For example, no cat is a dog. Our converse would be no dog is a cat. And I proposition converts to I proposition. So we have some politicians are greedy people, and our converse would be some greedy people are politicians. The truth value of the conversion of the E and I proposition. The conversion of E and I propositions merely interchange the S and the P without affecting a change in what is being asserted. That's why, for this reason, the truth value of the converse of E or I is the same as that of the converted. The partial conversion of an A proposition. When an A proposition is converted, the extension of the converse is limited. A converts to I. The reason for this is that an A proposition is an affirmative proposition. Consequently, its predicate is particular. This predicate term when used as a subject of the converse, must be taken as particular. Otherwise, there would be an overextension of the predicate term. For example, every Christian is a believer of Jesus Christ. So we have subject term that is universal and the predicate term that is particular. In the converse, if we will convert it into an A proposition, then there will be an overextension. So it has to be a limited, an I proposition. So we have some believers of Jesus Christ as a Christian. So we have a particular subject term and a particular predicate term. The truth value of the conversion of an A proposition. It does not only affect a change in the positions of S and the P, but also a change in the quantity of the proposition. The relation between A and its converse, which is I, is similar to that of the subaltern. So, we can apply the law of the subalternation in determining the truth value of the given proposition. The law of subalternation says that the truth of the first implies the truth of the second, but not conversely. An O proposition is inconvertible. To illustrate, the converted is some fruits are not mangoes. And it is wrong to say in our converse that some mangoes are not fruits. And besides, there is a violation of rule number 3. There is an overextension of the term. Thank you.